What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with this week's episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now 214 subs away from hitting 500 subs. And if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because practically 100% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not even subscribed. And to top it all off, we got to get more women to watch the content as well. So, if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. Excuse me, and I want you guys to post in the comments below, answering the question of the day, which is this: what would you consider to be the most underrated structure deck of all time? Let me know down in the comments below. And speaking of structure decks, for this week's episode, we actually have two brand new tactical tri-decks. Now, obviously, the last set of tactical tri-decks, I believe it was Live Twin, Eldritch, and Cyber Dragon. This time, we actually have tactical tri-decks for two archetypes that honestly I wasn't even expecting. And they are Rescue Ace and Ex's Sister. Now it's weird because both archetypes actually do have a pretty decent amount of cards in their pool. In fact, I'm actually gonna go on Master Duel right now, just show it off, and I believe we're supposed to be getting another booster pack, I think, from the anniversary thing. Let's see. Two brand new, oh, looks like we're getting two new, what'd you call it? Survey. Survey is, here. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm doing their survey, so I'm gonna try and talk to you guys while I'm doing this, but anyway, yeah. Ex's Sister is actually actually is kind of a weird archetype, but at the same time when you look at some of the different variants, if you will, of the deck, they've been pretty interesting. They've been pretty interesting to look at. I mean, there's been quite a few, quite a few instances where where Ex's Sister actually topped several YCSs over the last few years. Same thing with Rescue Ace, went with same thing with the what you call it the oh, okay. Oh, okay, guys. All right, all right. So I just filled out the survey. Um. Anyway, there have been quite a few different variants of the Exorcist deck that topped multiple YCSs over the years. Even also the what you call it um the Rescue Ace deck, actually the Rescue Ace actually has had multiple has had quite a few different iterations um that actually did pretty well. In fact, if my memory serves right, um I believe I believe Rescue Ace topped I think it topped several YCSs with the Snake Eye deck. So it's pretty interesting. But I think let's see, rescue. Okay, so Rescue Ace actually has had actually does have quite a few cards. It's got Hydrant, Rescue, Extinguish, um, Fire Engine, Contain, Monder. It's got a few pretty good cards. As does the Ex's sister. I think Martha, Caspatel, just to name, just to name a couple. And it's weird because when you look at the decks that at those two archetypes, if you will, they actually did pretty well. They did pretty well, and with these new tactical tri decks, I'm actually curious of what they're planning to do as far as the layout of the decks go. But we do know that they will be released on May 24th, which is in a few months, and both decks will contain 50 cards, which includes one ultra rare and 49 commons. And I believe the names of both of them are going to be Tactical Trideck, Super Exo Armored Force Rescue Ace, and Tactical Trideck Exorcist Angels Exo Sister. Um, so again, both will be released together on May 24th. And for those who live in Japan, or and in the Asian territories, they will be 1,100 yen. So I believe they'll be about like what like what? Let's see here. Yen to USD. So you're looking at just a little under 10 USD, which honestly is not bad. It's not that bad. And it's weird. It's weird because I never would have imagined that that Ex's sister would be such a viable strategy, because I've talked about pretty much all the cards that are in that archetype. I've talked about all the cards that are in the Rescue Ace archetype over the last year and a half, almost 2 years now. And I did say that both those archetypes did have the potential to be a viable meta strategy, but when you look at YCS Anaheim last year, Snake Eye Rescue Ace completely dominated. It was, or sorry, not what it says, and I think YCS Seattle last year, so somewhere along those lines. But Snake Eye Rescue Ace, just completely overpowered the entire format. Now, when you look at YCS Anaheim, I believe, from what I had seen on social media, Ryziel was the deck that took over the entire format, and there weren't a whole lot of people who were looking for who were playing decks like Exosister, Yubel, Snake Eye. There weren't a whole lot of them because everyone else was playing Ryziel, and Ryziel became a very powerful force to be reckoned with. And as far as these two go, these two tactical tri decks, I don't know. I don't really know if we're gonna get them on Master Duel, because I know that the last time we had these tactical tri decks, they were available on Master Duel until their official release. And I believe most people were playing the Live Twin. Others were playing Cyber Dragon, myself included. And then there weren't a whole lot of people who were playing the Eldritch deck, because Eldritch, it's like whatever. Nowadays Eldritch has become more of like a more of a rogue strategy, and more like of an anti-meta style of deck. So with these two, I'm pretty sure we'll probably see them on Master Duel at some point, but who knows? I think I think at this point now, as far as like what cards we can expect, we can pretty much expect like almost like the whole archetype to be in these decks. Excuse me. Reprints, we could potentially see cards like potentially like some form of like machine based reprints, like maybe like machine dupe, and machine dupe, break draw, perhaps. I mean, there are so many different cards out there. Maybe even Cyber Phoenix, because it's a fire machine. So it's possible that cards like Cyber Phoenix could be in that deck. As far as the Exosister, because that it's I believe it's a psychic based deck. I think Emergency Teleport could potentially be in the deck. Who knows? But I can honestly say that these two tactical tri decks might just end up being the more better ones than the previous wave, because the first wave again were Live Twin, Cyber Dragon, and Eldritch, and out of all of them, Cyber Dragon and Live Twin were the two better ones in terms of playability on Master Duel, where as opposed to Eldritch, literally you could set up your board with anything that you wanted, and anything that was in the extra deck at your disposal, and you still lose, basically. So as far as its Master Duel release, no one knows. I assume we'll probably get them sometime in the next couple months at best. It could happen. They could be released on Master Duel with the next update that we could be getting, which could be sometime in the next couple weeks or something. Who knows? But I'm actually excited for these two new tactical tri decks. Honestly, as far as its reprints go, aside from the cards from the archetype itself, anything is possible. But because that Max C is legal in the OCG, I assume that we might see Max C get printed in these decks. Only time will tell, but I think it's gonna be interesting to say the very least. But I want your guys' opinion. Let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on these two new tactical tri decks, and which deck would you be playing if they were available for the TCG. Let me know down in the comments below, and that'll do it for this week's episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more episodes in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.